We have new orders. We are taking Mount Ormel next.
Guess what? Call of Duty, Black Ops 7, everyone is refunding. It's not looking good.
Hey, I feel really bad for this person, guys. He wrote on X, "Somebody broke into my car and left a copy of Black Ops 7 in it. Stay safe out there."
Wow.
Yeah, good one.
What's up, Space Pirates?
What's up?
This is your Admiral, the engagingly eccentric Dr. Disaster, and it is immensely gratifying to see a company like Activision Blizzard embarrassed like what they are experiencing right now. Look at their pathetic player count on Steam for Call of Duty right now. It has been around a week since the game's launch, and they are already getting only around 70,000 concurrent players at their daily peak, while having to watch the Arc Raiders player count do the unthinkable and go up every weekend.
I'm so embarrassed. I wish everybody else was dead.
We? So just us?
The Canadians are right behind.
So just us.
What is Mount Ormel anyway? The mace.
Sales numbers are reportedly not good at all for this turd sandwich of a game. Look at this here. According to this article here from PSU.com, Black Ops 7's sales numbers are way down compared to last year. It says down here, Christopher Dring has revealed in a post on X that the UK retail launch of Call of Duty Black Ops 7 didn't make as much of an impact as Battlefield 6, while the game's launch sales were down a staggering 61% over its predecessor, Call of Duty Black Ops 6. I will bet Activision Blizzard wishes they could take back their decision to make their game a trippy-looking, psychedelic, skibbity toilet mess.
Well, wish in one hand, shit in the other one, see which one fills up first.
Yeah, it's too late now, and considering the massively insane budgets that they have for these games, the damage done is going to be catastrophic.
Listen, folks, I think the problem is right now, if you read the title of this video, I said almost everyone leaving Call of Duty for some reason. Because there are some people who are still there. Like, for example, the streamers who will, yes, the Call of Duty streamers, they will always play this game. Doesn't matter whether it has bugs, glitches, or anything, they will play it. This is what real Call of Duty looks like. Look at this. Boom. See this?
There goes our exit! Anybody got any flares?
Ooh, never figured I'd buy it from our own bombs.
Yeah, they don't call it friendly fire for nothing.
Oh, ah, crap!
Nice timing.
Nice timing.
Let's go!
Call of Duty game with a fully disclosed budget was Black Ops Cold War. All the way back in 2020, it was revealed that for that game, they spent an eye-popping $700 million developing it. So, with a franchise where they are this supremely confident to the point that they are willing to spend such astronomical sums, they simply can't afford to be dealing with headlines like this, where they have dropped 61% from the previous year.
Oh, shit.
To make matters even worse, it looks like Steam has actually started issuing refunds on this game, meaning that the sales figures for the game, which were already awful, are going to plunge even deeper into the gutter. And we are going to look at this story because this game could do the unthinkable and actually cost Activision a good chunk of money. We're going to read about that in a minute and take a look at the financials of this game. The thing is, I know this is going to come as a shock, but it turns out that anyone who spent money on this crap wants an excuse to get their money back.
Fire on it! Do some damage!
Oh yeah, this one.
Shoot it! Shoot!
I have seen everything that has ever happened, ever will happen, ever could happen, and yet What the hell is this?
I wonder how Activision is going to spin this. Okay folks, before I say this, imagine what would have happened if they didn't combine all those Call of Duty into one launcher, like the Call of Duty HQ. Imagine that. I'm 100% certain the player count, if it weren't combined, would have been less. Oh.
Let's get some
Oh. This is real war. There's another one.
out of here! Move!
Let's take a look at this story where it looks as though Valve is issuing refunds for Black Ops 7, and then we're going to take a gander at the overall financials of this game and what it means for the company. This article here comes from Game Rant, and of course, an outlet like that would pick this story up, even though it damages their darling Call of Duty, because if there is anything that game journalists hate more than a Call of Duty game struggling, it is AI. But let's read what they have to say. A Call of Duty Black Ops 7 player claims that they were able to get a refund for the game from Steam due to its use of generative AI. The Steam refund was successfully claimed despite the fact that the player had already put significant time into Black Ops 7. AI has been making quite the buzz in the game industry, but often not in a positive way. Yeah, not at all. Not at all in a positive way. But as some game companies embrace the possibilities of AI, developers and gamers have often objected to it. For example, EA employees objected to AI use being pushed in the development of games. Now, at least one player has taken action after discovering the extent of generative AI use in Black Ops 7. And I will say that this is an interesting action that Valve has taken. Unless this was a mistake that doesn't get replicated or something like that, this is Valve essentially issuing a warning to the market at large. Don't try to use generative AI games on our platform, or we will give players their money back. I know there is the argument that this is happening because it wasn't properly advertised by Black Ops 7, but to be fair, lots of games do this. Lots of them are using generative AI these days, and we all know it. And let's just be real. I expect that in 5 or 10 years, almost everything will be done with AI in gaming.
Here's the real question you ask yourself this. Why did they need an AI? Well, number one, translation, which frankly nobody trusts localization. The second one is that how many developers are good at their job, okay? Look, I really don't like AI in the gaming industry or game development, but the question you have to ask yourself this. Which one of these developers are good at their job, or in this case have experience? How many veterans, either on Activision or Rocksteady, mostly Activision, yeah, how many veterans are still there? Because all the veterans, they're gone. Pardon me.
German!
What? I thought I got rid of it.
back at stories like this one and think that it was all really silly? Does it suck for developers who put a lot of time, went through college and all that sort of thing, and now they're going to be out of a job? Yeah, it sure does suck for them. But the people in the industry right now, they should have made sure that they were indispensable by working to put out timeless masterpieces instead of going to war with large segments of their own customers and creating fractions within the gaming community.
They should not have done that.
Did this. Anyhow, the article then says, on Twitter, a Steam user called Bricky explained that they weren't happy with the use of AI in Black Ops 7, stating that there is no better anti-AI advertisement than the worst campaign in Call of Duty history, referring to Black Ops 7. A follow-up tweet said that the player completely finished the Black Ops 7 campaign and then reached out on Steam for a refund for the game. The user specifically pointed to the AI as being the reason that they wanted a refund, claiming that the game utilized it constantly, but that the AI materials weren't used in marketing, video, or screenshots, implying that they were misleading. To their surprise, Steam processed a refund for the game, issuing a $70 refund to their account, and Activision Blizzard better hope that this story does not catch on, because if it does, I promise you, there are a lot of people out there with buyer's remorse who really hate that they spent money on this awful frickin' game.
The reason why they go against, or in this case, the reason why they fight against the large majority of their customers is because some of them are activists. They don't even know what they're doing. What?
In fact, I have seen several people on social media in my feed showing a similar refund happening for them. If Valve is okay with this excuse to let someone get a refund, then this could be really bad for Black Ops 7. But let's take a look at the numbers for this game now. If Black Ops 7 is selling 61% worse than its predecessor across the board, or thereabouts, then that gives us some clues as to how many copies this thing will sell. The last Call of Duty game with any officially reported numbers was from a few years ago with Modern Warfare 2. That game has apparently sold something like 25 million copies, putting it in the top 10 most sold Call of Duty games of all time. Meanwhile, last year's Black Ops 6 was a pretty tepid release in terms of sales numbers. They were bragging about player count being the highest thing ever, but in terms of raw sales numbers, it was not particularly great. Nowhere near as bad as what we're seeing, of course, with this year, but in terms of sales, it was pretty meh for a Call of Duty game. I would be willing to bet that that game, Black Ops 6, is on a trajectory to hit something like 15 to 20 million in unit sales. With that in mind, even if we take the higher number from my estimate and assume that Black Ops 6 is going to hit 20 million, then a 61% drop-off is catastrophic for Black Ops 7. I can't believe that I'm saying this, but if Black Ops Cold War was a $700 million project 5 years ago, then it is highly likely that the newer games are even more expensive and closer to $1 billion to develop. Now, the average sales price of a Call of Duty game is $70. Any copies that are sold on Xbox will net the company the full $70, but if it is sold in retail or on Steam or PS5, then the store that sold it takes a roughly 25% cut. This likely brings the average that Xbox takes in for a Call of Duty unit to somewhere around $55 per unit sold. So, if Black Ops 7 is on pace for something like a 61% drop-off in sales from its predecessor, and if Black Ops 6 ends up selling around 20 million units, that would suggest that Black Ops 7 is on pace for around 8 million copies being sold. If you multiply that by the average amount that Xbox takes in for a sold copy, that is somewhere in the neighborhood of $440 million on a project that certainly cost way more than that.
Okay, first off, shout out to Dr. Disaster. Let's be honest for one thing. Usually, and I do mean usually, Steam wouldn't issue a refund, okay? I mean, many game developers these days, okay? Where is it? Where are they? Oh. Because many game developers, and I do mean many game developers these days, okay? They will find a way. They will find a way to make sure that gamers play it way past the 2-hour mark. No, seriously. It's the reason why you see many of these companies doing that, okay?
Bewegung! To the top! In Deckung gehen! Los!
I mean, when you pass the 2-hour mark,
Wir
it's
folgen!
done.
Feindliche Infanterie! In Deckung!
Now, but
Bei mir bleiben!
the one we're seeing, that's a different thing.
Feindliche Infanterie!
So what's going on?
Eat this, Jerry!
Then again, this is AI.
Deckung, gegen Deckung! Out of here! Move, Deckung! Mitkommen! Take cover!
Now,
In Deckung!
now, next question we should ask ourselves is, why did the journalist suddenly... Yeah, why did the journalist somehow got the story first? Also got the story.
Auf Deckung!
How about this way? Why does the journalist jump in on the story? Because AI is going to replace them.
Es wird Zeit!
That's the reason.
Los jetzt! Out of here!
No,
Move!
I mean seriously,
Bewegung!
journalists doesn't do this without a reason, okay? Sorry.
Was ist los?
Many of these journalists who cover about AI,
To the
either on
dog!
Arc Raider or
Find some
even
cover!
better yet,
Eat this, Jerry! Out of
Black
here!
Ops 7,
Move!
they're doing it because, whoa! They're doing it because
Get out of there!
journalists are afraid that AI will replace them, aka woke, activist, video game journalists. Okay? Whoa.
Achtung! Granate!
So listen, when it comes to this, honestly, kudos to Steam for doing the right thing. I mean, usually they won't do it, okay? But right now, with everyone mass refunding, which is pretty astonishing, I mean, why can't Steam do it to every single game, okay? What am I saying? Because, don't forget,
Head right! They've got those guys zero! Flanking positions! Move! Head right!
again, like I said, when it comes to this, first
Head
off,
right!
usually, this is what happens. I think many game developers, they will
Head right!
make sure the players will, or in this case, they will make sure anything that is either AI swap or say woke swap, whatever it is, they'll make sure those false advertisements will be changed 2 hours in. Because remember,
Head right!
after 2 hours, you cannot refund the game. I'm not certain about
Follow
PlayStation
me!
or Xbox, but I know Steam, the moment it passed 2 hours, you can't refund it. Except on this case, AI, which is a different thing. And I think maybe Steam needs to fix their refund policy. Because look, that person have finished the campaign, which is 4 hours, way past the 2-hour mark. So Steam needs to fix it. And also, this is gonna be a, I will call it, a fight scene and a cutscene. So enjoy. Whoop. Ooh. Come on. Okay, come on. Come on, come on. Come on, come on. Hook, hurry. Quick. Bop. Granata! Bye-bye!